everybody, and welcome to our channel, NuViva Weight Loss in Chandler. I am here today with Ryan, and we are super excited to share his success story from NuViva. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. Tell us a little bit about when you started the program, how you've lost, and we'll just how much you've lost, we'll just kind of evolve from there.
Okay. So been in the program for just shy of 14 months, and I've lost 140 so far. Was referred over as having knee pains and hip issues and stuff. Some of it was from high school stuff, but it was getting worse and worse, and got the truth in the face that where I was going was not gonna help anything, and so got directed and was referred here, and was super impressed the first time I came in that it wasn't just here's a whole bunch of meal packets and start eating, and this is your new regimen, and we follow this program because we're a weight loss center. I was impressed that Dr. S is an actual doctor.
Yes.
And she's studied in weight loss and internal medicine with weight loss. And we started talking about my body, and it wasn't just a one size fits all, and talked about what I needed to do, and I was really excited about the fact that we were doing body comps and we were doing blood labs, and she was referring me to a cardiologist to make sure my heart was good and make sure everything was good, so that the plan that she made for me was specific to me, to my metabolic rate, to what I needed. And so it's just evolved from there and kept going, and this part of the journey of, I was able to say I've lost 140, but I got more to go, so keep moving.
140 is amazing, congratulations.
Thank you.
So what I'm hearing you say is Dr. S, medically supervised, which is wonderful, and curated for you.
Yes.
To what you needed, which
Absolutely.
is really special. So that was important to you.
Yes, yeah, and I want it to be effective.
Yes.
I'm making an investment in money and time in a life change, and I want it to be something that is meant for me, is meant for my body, is meant for how I work. And it was also nice to learn what my body is and what I need to do and how to take care of myself specific to me. So yeah, it's been a nice holistic teaching and learning and success so far. So
That's great. We love hearing that, obviously.
yeah, absolutely.
Can you speak a little bit to the atmosphere when you would come into the clinic? What did you experience?
I just really enjoyed how welcoming it was when I got in here, right? So there's when you start out, there's some shame in how you feel. Sometimes some people can feel that way, and you're at a place in your life, and there's some shame, and I didn't feel that when I walked in. It was very welcoming, very opening. The people were very friendly, and Dr. S was just extremely accommodating, extremely understanding, and really just wanted to help. And so it was nice to feel welcomed and to feel comfortable and to feel accepted when I came in.
Wonderful, wonderful. If we could just share for a little bit about any past experiences you might have had, weight loss journeys, and how maybe this one is different.
Yeah, so like one extreme or the other. Like I've gotten a personal trainer and did that for months and spent an hour and a half a day just killing myself. And there were some obvious benefits from it, but didn't see a lot of results and a lot of results that were sustainable if I couldn't keep going to the gym for an hour and a half a day. Done another one where it was just straight, like I said, just come in and here's your 3 meals per day, and here's the menu to choose from, and it was all I could do to eat those meal replacements. And I lost weight, and then you hit the goal and they said, great, you're done. And then you walk away from it and it all comes back because you didn't learn anything. You just learned how to eat the meals that they provided for you. So it definitely felt more like a business.
Awesome.
And that's why I say when I came in here and Dr. S was worried about all of my medical, and then there's the Zoom classes where we learn about how to manage a whole bunch of emotions and what the changes are going to be, what other people are going to do, what pitfalls are lying in front of you, what traps to be aware of, how to plan, right? We're a culture where food is a celebration, right? Everything we do, a lot of what we do to celebrate is around food. And it's not usually healthy food. It's usually a lot of food, and it's not a lot of good food. It tastes great, but everybody kind of gets together and lets their guard down, and that's how we celebrate. That's how we reward, right? A lot of reward is with food, and so a lot of those conversations as a group, being able to bounce things off each other, being able to have, guided conversation with somebody that's been doing it for so many years and is so knowledgeable and has so much expertise. Have that heads up, be prepared.
Yes,
How do you
yes.
plan? How do you change? Right? 'Cause, yeah, I'm still on the shakes and the meal replacements, not as much as I was at first, but I'm not going to be forever, and I'm not going to regain the weight. So a lot of the planning ahead, a lot of the teaching, how do you maintain this level of nutrition?
Yes.
And reasonable exercise, how do you plan your day and have a normal life and maintain the weight loss? And Dr. S, with all from medical background being specific in, the weight loss and the hormones, and we've had a lot of discussions where she's taught me a lot about how the hormones work and how long it takes for those to reset and to stay with it for a certain amount of time, and that she intends and I intend to keep the relationship going through that time. Even if I hit my weight loss, when I hit my weight loss goal, that I'm not just going to stop coming.
Right.
We're still going to keep visiting, we're still keep talking so that the next evolution continues to happen until my body and my hormones and all that stuff is realigned and reset and reprogrammed. My brain's reprogrammed and we're living that healthy lifestyle going forward, not just hit the weight loss and then thank you for your checks, and we appreciate you eating our meals, and good luck to you, and if you get your own back, come on back. So I appreciate that.
That's great. So you're also seeing it comprehensive.
Absolutely.
There are so many pieces to it, and it's not just, as you said, we get to the end, which you don't, and then, okay, bye, now what do we do?
Yeah.
This is comprehensive in that there's a plan for after, a maintenance plan to keep you going, so it never really stops.
Yep.
And the mentality is it's an ongoing lifestyle, which you're learning. So that's great to hear you say that too, because obviously we know that that's really important.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah. And what's cool is it's transitioned even to my family. I've got 2 young girls, and they're trending in the whatever people want to call it, genetics or whatever.
Yes.
But I was also feeding them, right?
Okay.
My wife works from home, and she works later than I do when I get home. So our situation works best that I come home and I cook dinner and set up dinner and that. And so learning this and changing isn't just changing me, it's changing my family, because now I'm cooking and preparing meals that are healthy for all of us. And my wife's so supportive, and that's so important to have a support group besides just here, right? She has spent hours reading labels and figuring out similar foods that are the healthy options. And so she has spent a lot of time reading labels and changing a lot of what we purchase, and we spent a lot of time finding new recipes, and now our whole family is because I'm cooking dinner, we're all eating what we think is the same.
Right.
But it's all changed to healthier, and the food changes. And so the conversations that I have with my family, with my girls, is they ask, "Are you on a diet?" I'm not on a diet, I'm changing my nutrition. I'm choosing, oh, you can't eat that. No, I'm choosing, I don't want to eat that because of this, because of how what it does to my body and what it does to your body. We're eating this and we're thinking this way because of what it does for our bodies. And trying to get them while they're young to think of food more as that fuel and to have healthy choices versus just the snacks that are there at the end of the day and I'm hungry and not having that self-control. So it's been holistic for me, and it's becoming holistic for my family. So I've learned a ton, and I'm really excited that I've been able to take that home and share it with my family, and that we're all getting better together.
Yes, that's beautiful. Changing the course of the health of your family as a result of your decision.
You have to change your environment. If it's just me, but the environment's still there, that's just a trap.
Great tip.
So changing the environment.
Love it, love it. Any challenges you want to share and how you overcame them?
I would say in the past, exercise has not been the challenge. Like, let's go. I didn't mind doing the gym. Life changes. You have kids. Schedule changes. You know, my day starts at 5 in the morning, and by the time we get the girls down, and it's 9:35,
Yes.
like I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And so finding ways to get some type of exercise in, and I think the first challenge is when you think exercise, you're thinking like a half hour at the gym, and you're sprinting on the treadmill, and you're doing all these hard, and it's really not. It's how do you find a way to have an activity that raises your heart rate, that gives you some type of resistance, but not overdoing it. And so for me, you know, I manage transportation, so I have a large truck lot, you know, that holds trailers and that, semi-trailers. And so I found that I need to do a yard out every day. So I go out and I have a 2-mile walk that I do out in the yard during my job. And I mean, I watch my heart rate, so it's not a stroll, it's I make sure I'm walking hard enough to get my heart rate where it needs to be, and that I'm out there for the duration of the time. When we swim and the girls get out and go in, I just stay out for an extra 15 minutes and just swim laps back and forth. Like just being creative and finding ways to do that. And so that was a challenge for me, but just Dr. S really helped me and gave me a lot of suggestions to think about ways to work that in, because we all have long jobs, we all have a lot of things, and so going to the gym every day, you know, doesn't work for my schedule, but I found ways to still get that exercise in every day. So that was a challenge that took a little bit to figure out and overcome and work into my routine.
That is so great that you are making time, because like you said, you may not have the time. We all have a busy schedule, but to do that during your job is wonderful because you found a way to make it work. And that's many times what you have to do. So that's great, congratulations.
Thank you.
Anything else you feel like you'd like to share with people that maybe are on the edge of, should I do this, should I do that, what program should I really choose?
Like I said, I've done a couple different routes, and the fact that this is so holistic and this is so focused on, you know, there's a core to it, but there's so many adjustments based on what my needs are. And I've already recommended people in here who have already started, and they've already seen some success. You just have to do it. If you think about it over and over, next week, next month, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that, there will always be something at the door that's going to come and keep knocking to keep you from starting. There's always something to keep you too busy to start, or I'll start after this. Make the call. You know, I've lost 140 pounds, and that's awesome. But I think about how scary that is to how bad I was. That I was telling myself things that I was okay, that I was, you know, I might be big, but I'm happy, and that kind of stuff, and trying to fool myself. You know, I still have more to go. I'm still not there. I'm still not to that end healthy goal. I'm way healthier. The things that I can do now, standing up from a seated position without having to look for what I'm bracing on to push myself up off of, you know, just being able to climb a flight of stairs without having to grab a handrail to pull myself up, just being able to walk in, not being way to the top, going to the grocery store, going to the store and just finding there's a rack of clothes and I can actually pick because I can fit. You know, I've reiterated my closet 3 times. I've donated so many clothes, and I've donated them because I'm burning the ships. I'm not going back. And so my closet's gone from this huge mass, I'll fit into it, to this nice little section of I fit into it and I don't need that other stuff. And so take the chance on yourself, make the investment in yourself, come and do it, just start, just come in and start and let the routine happen and go.
Thank you so much. Congratulations
Thank
on 140-pound weight loss, continued success.
Yes.
Thank you for being so transparent. We're really grateful.
Thank you.